Hello, everyone. Yes, this is another re-upload, again for good reason. I conducted this interview almost a year ago. At the time, we had a clear agreement that it could be posted. Later on, Scar asked us to remove all videos involving him. When we declined, the video was hit with a copyright strike. These re-uploads will be followed by new videos covering both parties who attempted to hide the truth. We will also be scheduling live streams in the somewhat near future. We truly want to thank all of you for your continued support while we work through the situation. We also want to wish everyone a happy holidays, and we hope you enjoy the video. What made you want to start posting videos online?
Um, because I wanted other people. Well, I wanted to build a community because I really didn't have a strong circle, you know, behind me. So I just knew social media was like a different type of community. Everybody has their type of community on social media. So I just felt like, if I post videos, I can find my type of people. Yeah.
All right, how long have you been homeless?
Homeless, like currently or like
Let's say
like
like over your lifetime, like how many times have you been homeless, and how long do those like last where you're like out of a home or house setting?
well, when I was Tyson, don't choke. When I was I've been homeless ever since I was 13. But when I was 13, I put into the foster care system. And at that age, I grew up. And at 18, I aged out foster care system. After going to placement, you know.
Okay.
Um, and after that, I had my own place, and that's where I was staying at for 6 years. I've been staying there for 6 years, and yeah, when I just got homeless, what was it? What's the date? I don't remember. It was just like what before Christmas, and yeah, I've been homeless from then to now. Not
Okay.
actually having a home to actually lay my head to call home. So yeah.
Where did you learn your building skills?
Um, YouTube and myself. Like it was just a lot of trial and error.
What were some of the channels that you watched, if you remember some of them?
Will survives, and that's it. There's
Okay.
another one. It was the one like that, the outdoor boys. But other than that, yeah, no, that was it.
Why do you choose building a community, living in the wilderness, and teaching others how to live off the land over working a job and living in an apartment?
Because I feel like me teaching that actually doing something productive with my life. I feel like you know there are a lot of things in this society that people need. We need burger flippers. We need bus drivers. You know what I'm saying? But don't everybody have to do the same thing? So I don't feel like we have any teachers out here to actually teach people that's really going through situations, like I am, you know, the way to survive because people die out here, you know what I'm saying? And just like shoot, and they don't even have the help. Shoot, anybody I see out here going through that, I be like, bro, make you a social media, do something, you know what I'm saying? Like tell the people your story because at the end of the day, like you're not alone out here, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I do that. That's why I want to do it.
What happened to all the jewelry you had on in your past social media posts?
Oh, I still got it.
Okay, it's just put up.
Hmm.
Okay.
That jewelry is all silver. It's worthless. I can't sell it. I can sell it, get what? Nothing. Close to nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get nothing for that silver. I
Yeah,
tried. I
I
got
see
a
your
lot of
point.
other jewelry that people ain't see, but it don't matter because I ain't gonna get no money for it, so it don't matter.
What made you want to start the GoFundMe?
Because first of all, I needed money, um, and I also knew that I didn't have any money at the time. So when I started my GoFundMe, I put $10,000, right? And I said, okay, this is going to help my situation out. And when I changed the GoFundMe to $50,000, I said, all right, I want to be able to help other people out too. Now, getting the money that I got was the first time that I ever even got money like that, which I didn't get it all at one time. It was like in bits and pieces, but that's not a lot of money. And, trying to manage and trying to do something productive so that you can have, like, if I would have had that money and got an apartment or pay anything else I would have been broke already. You know what I'm saying? So, or if I would have went into a hotel at the end of the day, you're still putting all that money, and then you're still gonna be broke again. You know. So I was trying to figure out a way to make more money with the money that I got, and you know, I saved some. I still have some, and I just want to talk about how this is the reason why I want the money is because I feel like, if you give somebody, this is how I feel. I don't want to prolong this answer. I feel like if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. And I haven't had that opportunity in my life to, been taught that. So that's what I want to be able to teach the people. So that's what I want people to go fund me for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if each of my subscribers, the people that want to support me, put $1, you know what I'm saying? That showed me your support. At the end of the day, like I said, money is a tool to be used, not misused. And if we're looking at money like, oh, Satan, or this, that, and the third, then, we looking at it in the wrong way anyway. So I don't force nobody to pull no money out your pocket. It's your choice. If people give me $5, $10, that's your choice. But at the end of the day, all I ask for is $1. So that's why I created the GoFundMe, so people can give me $1, because my Cash App has been deactivated. Every other thing has been deactivated that I tried to make. So at the end of the day, y'all can see how much money I get on the Cash App and all these other things. Y'all can't see these things. Y'all can't see how much somebody will give somebody, right? And this is another good thing about the GoFundMe. Y'all see how much I got, so it can't be a scam. So they go your answer.
Now, why is it set at 100K currently?
It's not. It's at 50K.
Oh, so you're just saying you're going to set it to 100K? And just never.
No, I
That's not
said
bad.
that I was gonna put it to 100K in the video because I just knew that Carter was watching, and I knew that
Okay.
he was gonna say something, and I was like, let me just go ahead and say it, because at the end of the day, if I ain't even reach 50K, why would I put it to 100K? That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Then like, yeah,
What is the relationship between you and your brother?
me and my brother, the
Yeah.
relationship,
Re-
um, our relationship is uh a relationship that you would say, um, like we have the same face, and we sound alike, and we might act alike, but we are not alike, and we have different morals, we have different goals. I don't know him, and he don't know me, so we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it right there.
What is the relationship between you and your mother?
Good relationship. Our ups and downs. We got a good relationship.
That's good to hear. And when you mean community, like what do you mean by building a community?
Well, what I mean by building a community is, at first, you know, if I could go, if I could fund $1 million, you know what I'm saying? I could build something that, you know, people could stay at, and people could go to, and, you know, people could be at. You know, it could be a good place. But you got to think about all these codes and, you know, like, you know, just all the legal stuff that comes behind all this stuff. You know, even trying to help people, even trying to survive out here. You know, and let's keep it real. $50,000 is not gonna save no world. You know what I'm saying? And I had to be real with that. So at the end of the day, I want to teach and I want to show people the way how to at least survive. You know what I'm saying? Start classes and, you know, do those things so I can be able to, you know, start a community like that. You know, I might not be able to get everybody physically, but at least you can watch and see what I'm doing, so you could do it too. So
Why did you start posting you were homeless a month prior to your eviction?
a month? No, not a month. Probably wait. I don't know if it was a month. It was probably like a week or 2 weeks. What?
Uh,
What
the
day could it be?
document said December
I don't
20th.
remember. Huh?
Your document said December 20th was your eviction notice or your eviction date, and your TikTok started posting, I believe, on the month prior, the 11th or the 15th.
I don't remember if it was a month or not. But I before I knew that I wasn't going to be able to pay this rent. I knew all this. So I've been started. I didn't. I don't even think I can go check the date. I don't think that I started posting a month before, but it had to be a week or 2 weeks before I actually left the place. But they did not padlock my door until I think a week or 2 weeks after. But I didn't know that because I was outside with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? I was outside. You know, but when I came back and my neighbor, you know, calling him and stuff like that, he told me that that, you know, they didn't padlock and stuff yet. So me and my dog, we could have really been in there for an extra week and a half or 2 weeks. I don't know, but all I know is, yeah, man, that's it's.
Okay.
I just was trying
And
to prepare.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Do you have anything you would like to say to all the people that have been making videos on you, like Carter's Origins, Crow Named Caw, See the Truth?
Uh, that I love y'all, and I wouldn't, you know, be entertained if y'all didn't make y'all videos. Like, I appreciate y'all. Like, y'all give me something to watch when I'm bored. Like, I really love y'all. Like, no cap. Oh, my nose look big. Like, no cap. But for real, like, I be bored sometimes, and I be trying to see your point of view. Like, it be all lies and bullcrap, but it's like I really love y'all though. No cap. No cap though. Shout out to my haters. Shout out to my haters, guys.